And this obviously is not what anyone expected the season to go like. And you mentioned their 4-8 record. They host the Chargers this weekend. We've got 4 games left. What's the goal moving forward for them for this season?
Yeah, I covered the Panthers for the Charlotte Reserve for 4 years before moving to SI. So I saw this team for the past 4 seasons have an incredible month of December. I think that a lot of the luster of that statement was taken off by the fact that they couldn't go 16-0 last year and lost around Christmas to Atlanta. But they have had incredible Decembers where they have rallied back, where they have won 3 out of 4 games or 4 out of 4. I go back to 2014. They're 3-8-1 going into December, and I'm saying, and the rest of the NFL world saying, there's no way they make it to the playoffs. You see them in these graphics in the hunt when they're 3-8-1. No way. And then, of course, they still make it to the playoffs at 7-8-1 and win a home playoff game. So I'm not saying that this team at 4-8, even though they're still mathematically in it, is going to make the playoffs. They will not. But they do finish strong in December, and I think that rolls into things. So I'm not gonna at all be surprised when this team, with 4 games left, let's say they go 3-1. That will not at all surprise me.
But right now, as it stands, this division, the NFC South, is really interesting. I mean, it has completely turned around from last season where you had the NFC champions in last place and the last place team in first place, or at least tied with Atlanta. So you've got the Falcons and the Buccaneers. Handicap this division for us here this last month. Who do you think emerges as the division champ?
Yeah, I called it a poor man's AFC West, where around the holidays, if you can't afford the AFC West, take the cheaper option, the NFC South. This is a division that up until 2 years ago, no team had ever won it in consecutive seasons. And then finally the Panthers did it, and it's been around since 2002. And so this is very typical of the NFC South to kind of be this topsy-turvy. You have 2 teams, as you mentioned, at 7-5. They split their series at 1-1, and so they both have a lot of NFC South opponents left. I think the Bucs play New Orleans twice in 3 weeks. It's going to be very interesting. That's going to allow New Orleans to get back in it. They're only 2 games behind, but I think this is going to come down to the best offense in the NFL, or the most prolific offense, rather, and that would be the Atlanta Falcons. And then a Tampa Bay team that has won 4 straight, and I think they're going to continue that. And they have some really good wins as well, including holding the Seattle Seahawks to just 5 points at home. And so if I have to handicap this right now, I'm going to go with the team that has the better offense. I'm going to go with the Falcons, but that doesn't mean that I don't see both of these teams right there at, let's say, a 9-7, maybe a 10-6, and then we have to get into the third tiebreaker, so that will decide this division.